Hi, I'm Steve Smith. Welcome back to Learning About Game Changers. The second game changer that will transform your church's health and impact your community is identifying implementers who you need to partner with in order to build the systems your church needs. Why is this a game changer? First, having the right ministry partners is about appropriately using the gifts that Jesus has given the people in your church. None of us have all the spiritual gifts Jesus gives to his followers. If you understand what gifts you lack as a leader, your church benefits if you find people with those gifts to be your partners. Secondly, it takes the load off you to be responsible for everything, freeing you up to do the ministry God gave you. A lot of pastors try to do it all and be all to their congregation, and are exhausted as well as ineffective in ministry as a result. I worked with a pastor who did everything from counsel to teach to cut the grass to painting the building. He was frustrated that the people did not step up and help. Then I helped him to identify an implementer. The implementer is helping the church by helping him to form new teams and ministries to carry out a fresh vision for the church and relieve him of having to do it all. So what is an implementer? This person is gifted to be the practical organizer who partners with you, the pastor, to build the systems your church needs. Disciplined, orderly, and task-oriented, an implementer develops the necessary systems and the teams to run them. They are concerned with what is workable. They sort out priorities and pursue them logically. Note that I always say partners with you, the pastor. To be effective, the implementer has to be an integral part of your inner circle of leaders. He or she cannot be a free spirit doing whatever this person wants to do, but instead must work in coordination with the doctrines and purpose of the church. So why can't you be the implementer? Some pastors can, but most pastors are big picture people. They're wired to focus on leading, teaching, and shepherding. This is their calling, and this is what they love to do. Few pastors are inwardly motivated to build systems. They may know the church's need for systems, but lose energy trying to build them to completion. As it is often observed, when you're not gifted for a certain task, it takes you 4 times or more longer to do it, and the end result is never what it's supposed to be. That is why having an implementer is a game changer. Too many churches have broken and non-functioning critical systems. They're ineffective in evangelizing, have no clear plan to disciple new believers, and are uncertain how to train up new leaders. Each of these 3 systems I just mentioned impact the church's ability to staff new ministries, start more small groups, or involve the church in more local missions. Implementers help build the inner structure of the church that allows the whole body to work together to make and retain more disciples. You choosing to partner with an implementer is merely acting on the truth that the church needs leaders with different spiritual gifts and talents to get things done. I worked with a gifted leadership team who were seeking to refocus their church's vision. Shortly into the process, their implementer had to leave the area, and so the process grounded to a halt for months until I helped the pastor identify another implementer. This is why you want implementers. They make sure that things that need to get done actually get done. As you look for implementers in your congregation, use this simple DISC profile to help you to identify them. You want a task-oriented person, a D or C personality for this role. Such a person seeks to complete what they start, which is the critical component of implementing. But never recruit an S personality for this task. They have the skill sets of a shepherd, managing people in conflict, and are great idea people, but they rarely build systems. Why address this? If building systems is not in your DNA, then your church has to have someone to develop them, or your church will stay stuck. and it will stay stuck until you make it a priority to have this person. Next time, I will show you how having a biblical vision for your church